time window of games. The 8 o'clock game and the 9:15 game, or the 9:30 game, whatever time it was. 175,000 viewers. The afternoon window averaged 107,000 viewers. All that, if you're a 90s baby, you know. All that is down from 208,000 average viewership during regular season games in unrivaled year.
The irony is that the Caitlin Clark effect was never mysterious or complicated. It was built on visible competitiveness, moments that felt unscripted, and a player who thrived under pressure. Excitement followed the action, not the other way around. Trying to reverse engineer that formula by emphasizing symbolism over substance is like mistaking packaging for the product. There's something deeply uncomfortable about watching a young star elevated into a marketing shield. Positioned as proof of concept rather than allowed to simply play, every strong performance is immediately framed as validation of a business model. Every quiet night is quietly ignored. The athlete becomes less a player and more a talking point, rarely fair, rarely sustainable. Meanwhile, the league's internal contradictions pile up. Revenue sharing is demanded before consistent revenue exists. Expansion is discussed while foundational structures remain shaky. They notice when the loudest voices are explaining why something matters instead of letting the audience react because it does. They notice when conversations around basketball spend more time justifying themselves than celebrating the game.
But in basketball, you have men and women. As you see in this graph, you have Caitlin Clark, Cooper Flagg, Victor Wembanyama, LeBron James, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, right? So the fact that you have men and women, and seeing how the men's basketball league is flourishing, right? Has way more people watching than the WNBA right now. You have Caitlin Clark dominating
The continued push to manufacture urgency only widens the disconnect. Deadlines are framed as dramatic turning points, yet their outcomes rarely touch the viewing experience. Negotiations are treated like existential battles, but resolutions, when they arrive, feel administrative rather than transformative. The spectacle lives almost entirely in press conferences and interviews. Meanwhile, the court remains strangely secondary. What makes this so fascinating is not that it is failing, but that it refuses to admit the possibility. Every sign of indifference is spun as potential energy. Every lukewarm response becomes a stepping stone. Every comparison to Caitlin Clark is treated as inevitable rather than aspirational. The league speaks as if destiny is on its side, even while evidence suggests destiny is busy elsewhere. If this experiment teaches anything, it is that lightning does not care about branding decks or strategic narratives. It strikes where it strikes, and the crowd either feels it or does not. Until that reality is accepted, the effort to recreate the Caitlin Clark effect will continue to look less like innovation and more like a confident misunderstanding delivered with a straight face to an audience still waiting for the punchline.